G'day viewers, Travis Houghton back again. Check this out, I've got some cool videos coming up. Mixing it up a bit now, it's not just Battlefield, so stick around to see what happens. I've got a couple of cool things to talk about today as well. Disney Plus, if you follow Disney and Disney Plus and everything that goes on over there, they've just changed the name of, they've dropped Fox from any of the things they've purchased from Fox. So now they've got three that are just called ABC Signature, 20th Century Television Studios, and Touchstone Television. So they kept all the same old names, but they just dropped Fox from 20th Century Fox, for example. Now it's just called 20th Century. Fun fact. Also, Disney Plus is getting the Fox catalog. This is a cool clip. Check this out. I was playing Avengers, and I was like, oh, my mission is to talk to Bruce. What the hell's going on? Yeah, so Disney Plus is getting the back catalog of Fox. They're getting Percy Jackson. They've already got the X-Men. You know, they've had Simpsons for quite a while. I'm reading here that they're not going to get Family Guy and American Dad, which kind of sucks. But I get it because, you know, Disney Plus is family orientated. So if they suddenly add a cartoon that all the kids will think is another kid cartoon, and it's an adult cartoon, they would have to think of a way to segregate this from everything else they've already got, which would be difficult, I think. You know, maybe they buy don't they own Hulu or something? Maybe they should just chuck it on Hulu. I don't know. Anyway, they're also getting a few other back catalogue Fox stuff, like the Avatar movie, probably some other superhero things. I hope they get some more cartoons, that would be cool. I've also been playing Red Dead Online, I've been getting back into that. It's pretty fun, you should check it out. If you've got it just sitting on the shelf, whack it in and, you know, take it for a spin. They've got these new roles, these, you know, stuff to do basically in the online. So while you're messing around with other players and shit, you've actually got some way to make money and do shit. But watch this, check this out. Anyway, I also wanted to mention some new content, or some content that's just dropped on Amazon Prime. I actually watched this one a couple of years ago, but I had to download it. I couldn't stream it because I don't have Hulu, or we don't have Hulu here in Australia. But Deadbeat. It's got the bloke from Tucker and Dale. His name's Tyler Labine. It's pretty funny. I quite like it. You know, he's a deadbeat, as in like he doesn't really have a motivation or a goal ultimately to succeed. But he's also a medium, so he can talk to ghosts, and that's the show. So, you know, it's kind of episodic, but it also has an ongoing sort of plot in the background. It's interesting. It's pretty crude. It's pretty funny. I'd recommend you check it out. I mentioned before he's the bloke from Tucker and Dale. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is a movie from 2010. This is my legacy movie of the day. And this one is bloody hilarious. The other guy in it, Tucker, is played by Alan Tudyk, and he's the only role that comes to mind is the chicken from Moana, but he's in a lot of stuff. Definitely check this one out too. It's a comedy horror, but basically it's played out as if the teenagers think Tucker and Dale are horror movie woodsman murderers sort of thing, but all the teenagers are just dying by accident. Check it out. It's pretty comical. But yeah, this clip's going on pretty good too. I think that was number 5, and the round ends, or do I get killed? Ah, no, the round ends. Yeah. I've also got Bar of the Day for you today. So this one is, the Bar of the Day is from a song by JL on his new album, The Devil Hates Sundays, which I've been having on repeat. It's so good. You should definitely hit the link below and have a look and give it a listen. But yeah, I heard a line in the song. I heard him say, "Lucked up," and he goes, "Pieced up, wanna see a N-word self-destruct, treated like we lucked up, what in the fuck?" So I immediately got this as a reference back to his song, Fuck Everything. And if I'll link this one too below. This is a little bit of an older song, maybe a few years. But in this song, he also uses the phrase "lucked up." And he says, "Word is I'm a fuck up, ain't worked for it, just lucked up. What the fuck, shut the fuck up." So he's giving himself a callback back to that, and he's, you know, saying the same thing. Treated like he lucked up, what the fuck. He's saying that, you know, people say that, oh, you got lucky to get famous, sort of thing, but he he didn't get lucky. You need skill and talent and drive for that. Anyway, but the next callback is the callback to the other song, Fuck Everything, is a callback to Tech Nine's song, Painkiller, from bloody 2010. And you know, this one's even older, and he says in this, he says, my pain comes from me being a fuck up with strange music we lucked up. You know what I mean? So crazy. So it's a callback to a callback to a callback. See that guy just jump off there? I was like, what the hell? So I come back around and I was like, are you okay? And then another one falls, but it's just off screen. Anyway, yeah, so the bar of the day, Ask For It by JL, is a callback to Fuck Everything by JL, which has a callback to Painkiller by Tech Nine. Crazy stuff. I've also got a food review today for you. I wanted to mention, I had them like a couple of weeks ago, was not impressed. KFC's got these new, a slider. It's like a popcorn chicken slab. Basically they take their dinner roll 6-pack, cut that shit in half, pour barbecue sauce on it, pour popcorn chicken on it, pour cheese sauce on it, burger. So, you know, it ultimately comes out looking like 6 little chicken sliders, but it's far too saucy and far too wet. You know, the bread itself is already pretty dense and, you know, not dry, so it needs something to sort of dry it up a bit and give it a bit of crunch. But it's the chicken slabs, a bed of popcorn chicken on 6 soft dinner rolls, tasty cheese and barbecue sauce. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd probably get my go-to if I was going again. Yeah, this is a good clip too. This one was just some cool gameplay. It kind of impressed me at about halfway through the Avengers game main story. Thor's main big power move is the Bifrost, which I thought was very interesting. Gives him a small teleportation ability, for lack of a better term. Yeah, it's quite interesting. But check out how this cinematic part comes up next. So they're obviously trying to stop this helicarrier from crashing into the city or some shit. Check it out. I also wanted to mention The Invisible Man has just dropped on Amazon Prime. Me and my wife went and saw this. This is our last movie before the pandemic, before Corona started. We went and saw The Invisible Man at the cinema, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a cinema-worthy movie. It was quite cinematic. But you know, check this glitch out. Yeah, so Elizabeth Moss, Oliver Jackson Cohen's the bad guy. But yeah, if you saw The Hollow Man, it's pretty much that, but in 2020. So, you know, he's invisible and he's causing some trouble. And it's pretty interesting what he gets up to and how he uses his power. Yeah, some cool stuff. This is not a bad little double there. I think I go on to get a couple more after I run around the corner. Also wanted to mention a movie that's been following me around on Amazon Prime at the moment, called Anna. They just, for some reason, they keep remaking it, but they all look good, so I'd recommend having a look for it. It's basically, I watched one in like 2010, like 10 years ago or something, with Eric Bana and some chick, and she's basically like from memory, it was like an orphan / sleeper agent situation, and she gets awoken, and Eric Bana, the dad, is just trying to help her out, or whatever. And good movie, you know, solid action flick sort of thing. Spy, secret agent, sleeper agent, whatever. But you know, there's another one here with Cillian Murphy in it, so that's pretty interesting. I want to have a look at this one. So yeah, I'll keep my eye out for the ads. Definitely have a look on Amazon Prime for Anna. Probably just another solid action flick, like I mentioned. I almost didn't mention this one. I thought it wouldn't be worth it, but how is it not worth it? So, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia has been on Amazon Prime for a little bit, and I'm on my second watch through. It is so fucking hilariously funny. No idea. Like, it's also pretty crude and pretty bad, and you know, they push it to the edge a little bit, but they always seem to just tiptoe around, you know, the important parts. This is funny. Watch this. Yeah, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, really funny. There's like a solid 15 seasons or some shit. They're still running it. It's still going. It's been going for 15 years. Charlie Day, you'll know him from a few things. Danny DeVito. The other three are hilarious as well. Yeah, real good. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'll link it below. Thanks for checking this one out, guys. It's been great to have you around. Give me a like below or give me a comment. Let me know if if all the show I've mentioned, if you've seen one or not. You know. Cheers, cheers, cheers.